Hello, everyone, and this is Pink Sock Podcast. It's going fucking great. Let's go live. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Been great. I get home to do this show. I go to pour a bowl of cereal 5 minutes before the show. We got no milk, so I got to go run and do that. I stubbed my toe on my door, so I'm hurting right now. So it's crazy, but we do have some announcements to make once we are ready. It's been crazy. I apologize if it's a little hectic of a show today, but we do have a guest next week. Once we find it. Once we find the photo, I would like to say hi to everybody in the back, though, in the comments and everyone. I've got an eye on it, Noami, so don't worry. You can find that promo photo. We got Renee in the chat. We got Danny in the chat. We got Jackie in the chat. Thank you all for joining. We got Anders coming. I apologize to anyone that has had problems finding this on YouTube or on or wherever you're looking for it. I wasn't able to add it until just an hour ago, if that. It was maybe 30 minutes ago, because for some reason it didn't submit last night when I did it. I don't know if it was because of the giggle bush I smoked or if it just didn't post. But both. It is a little combination of both. A little bit of both.
You have one job, Mike.
I have multiple.
Nah, it's all good. Shit happens, man.
I got a phone call from work. Not a phone. They called, but I wasn't able to answer because I was driving. But I got a message, and they're like, "Can you come into work?" I'm like, "No, I got to work today." Like it's bad that I can't go to work.
I have something better to do at my time right now. So ask me a few hours later.
Right, like
when I come to work.
I don't mind working what I need to, what they want me to work, but like I've got so much going on in my life, it's hard for me to go in on days off and shit because I'm working on the podcast. I'm working on this.
I hate working on my days off.
Me too. Like I need relaxed days.
That's why I don't make plans.
Anders made it to the chat. Hi, Anders. Hi, Renee. Hi, Jackie. I'm glad everyone started making it to the chat. I make plans on my days off, and I also like it. I'm one of those people where if I give my workplace a day I need off, that's not me that's not me asking. You're not my fucking mom. That's me saying, hey, I'm not gonna be here. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Anders, I'm so glad you made it, buddy. I know you were having problems making it to the chat, but we truly appreciate you making it.
Noami, he's like our number one fan.
He is. He's actually going to win fan of the month or the year or the decade. I don't know what he's going to win, but he's going to win something.
He's going to get the fan of the year. So every year we're doing that.
We need to do friend of the year because we have friends.
Friends of the year.
I don't have fans. I have friends.
Me too.
High five.
What?
Yeah, wherever we're going. I don't know. Noami, are you ready with that? Give me a thumbs up. No. Oh shit. Anyway, it's here somewhere. I don't know where the fuck I put it, but we do have a flyer.
And Royce is our fan of the night or day or morning or whatever it is. So there you go.
His eyes have been dilated. He's blurry-eyed. Sorry, Royce, that you're blurry-eyed. Your eyesight's all fucked up. You'll get it fixed, though. You'll get it fixed. You'll be seeing.
We get the doctor.
Go check out Royce. He actually had a show last night. I feel bad. I was asked to be a part of it, but it was such a hectic night, and I got to see Jackass.
The new one?
Yeah, I saw Jackass Forever. I loved it.
Yeah, like I got over it, man. Because to me, it's like the same stupid shit. Sorry for everybody that's into that, but that's just me.
Thank you for shitting on everything I like, Gorak.
Anytime, hon.
Oh my god, thank you. I appreciate that. I need somebody to shit on things that I love.
Hey, it's what I do.
But
that's why we're friends.
This is why we're great friends. We like to shit on each other, and then we love each other at the end of the day. Do we, or is that just an act? Do you actually love
Anyway,
me? Do you love me?
the question is, do you love me?
Yes, I love you in a way that like I love my brother. So
Oh,
like,
okay. That all? That's not good
yeah.
enough.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Like,
Like it's almost 3:10 in the morning, and this is what I get. Like fucking hell, dude.
but we have Blacklight District coming onto the podcast next week, April 4th.
Fuck yeah.
It is going to be a pre-recorded episode, guys. I apologize about that.
Spoiler alert.
We are going to be pre-recording episodes.
Is he a rapper or something? Or?
Blacklight District. Let's see if I can describe Blacklight District to you. They're actually really good from the music that I've heard from them, but their genre is rock. It's a rock. It's actually one guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Blacklight District is his stage name.
Oh, cool. So does he have like a band or something, or is it just a one-man band?
I think it's a one-man band.
So he does everything like programming and stuff, or?
I believe it's all him. I could be mistaken. We can ask him when he comes on the show.
So he's the Tobias Forge of the one-man band?
I believe so, because online when I was looking him up, it says that he's a vocalist, guitarist, and a drummer.
He's the Tobias Forge of the one-man band then.
So yeah, he's a one-man band. I can't wait to talk to him. He's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, metal. No.
He's alternative rock, and he's just rock, hard rock,
not screamer.
Alternative. We'll listen to his music when we go off live, so you can get a taste of him before we interview him. A taste of him. That sounds
taste. Yeah,
that sounds wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that shit. I didn't mean that shit. I'm sorry. That was kind of weird. You're gonna have.
That's why his eye was all blurry, man.
You're gonna just have a taste, a little taste of him. Just.
You made Royce's eye all blurry by saying that, dude. Apologize.
Did you know that the guy that we're interviewing, though, Blacklight District, his real name is Kyle Pfeiffer?
That's a good stage name. No.
No, it makes me wonder though. I need to ask him. Is he related to Michelle Pfeiffer?
Maybe.
Because I mean, she won
a we have questions to ask and answers to be
told. We have answers to be had. If you would like to join us on today's show, due to us not having a guest this afternoon, you can join us in the StreamYard link that is in the chat.
First of all, rest in peace to Taylor Hawkins, who passed away recently.
Yes, Taylor Hawkins passed away. That is very tragic.
Yes, and I was very lucky to see Foo Fighters play 2 years ago. So the first and final time I ever got to see him play. Huge loss.
I was supposed to see Foo Fighters, and I'm upset that I didn't.
Yeah, I was very lucky that I went. I asked to have a day off from work just to go to see the Foo Fighters because they were one of the bands I always wanted to see live, and lucky I did. Is
Foo Fighters still doing their tour, or did they cancel?
I don't know. Apparently, Dave Grohl made an appearance recently with a statement after his death.
Because
they were supposed to play a couple of shows here in Australia.
Mm-hmm. And they also, like, when he died, they had to do an announcement like an hour before their show at a festival.
Yeah. Well, apparently I think he passed away 10 minutes before his show.
Oh, 10 minutes before the show?
To get him. They were supposed to go and get him at his hotel room, and they found him on the ground.
Oh, I thought that was an hour before the show. It was 10 minutes before the show?
Yeah.
Damn. They
they announced it, and then everybody in the crowd.
That's sad.
All paid their respects and all sang along to Foo Fighters songs. You know what I mean?
Like, he's going to be
very unexpected.
It's very unexpected, and like I don't know if Foo Fighters are going to continue on.
He's a hard replacement, dude.
Would it be okay? Let's lighten up the mood a little tiny bit. Something happened at the Oscars.
That, yeah.
We got to talk about that. We got to talk about the Oscars.
Some people say that he crossed the line.
I didn't watch the full footage. I just saw the smack.
Did.
What happened?
I did. Obviously, Chris Rock was saying some jokes, as they do, at these type of things. And then he was saying
from what I heard,
he was saying something like, to his wife, saying G.I. Jane, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I heard he made fun of Jada. That's all I know.
Yeah, he said something as, I can't wait for G.I. Jane 2. Looking forward to it. And then she looked at Will. Will kind of laughed at it. And then Jada looked at Will with a really disgusted looked face. And then Will looked back at her and like, nah, this is not right. And then he went up to him and smacked him in the face.
I got a question with these Oscars and these award shows. Where the fuck's security?
It's Will Smith, man.
And let me correct this. I saw the smack. It wasn't a punch.
Yeah, that's what they got wrong. He smacked him, and when you hear it, it was like
fucking Will Smith bitch slapped Chris Rock like fucking
on live TV.
Fucking pimp handed that motherfucker.
Yeah, but apparently, I think it was a bad joke in a way, because I think she had she had like some disease thingy or something. Was it? That's the reason why she shaved her hair.
I think it was. I was talking to a friend of mine today about it, and I do believe that it's a health-related problem that she had.
Yeah,
and
but still, it's. I don't know. I think him going up to Chris Rock and slapping him in the face was a bit,
Like, yeah, the joke is fucked up, and like I'm not gonna defend the joke per se, but like smacking the taste out of a man's mouth on fucking television is a little too far.
Ratings would have went up.
And also, like, just a year ago, everybody hated Jada because she cheated on Will Smith multiple times.
Yeah.
And now everybody loves her because somebody made fun of her and got smacked. Like, it's kind of weird how public views people.
Yeah, I know. It's
It also
didn't they both cheating on each other?
I don't know the full story, but like it's just weird. And also with like Will, like smack, I don't know.
He did the full on Bad Boys for Life smack.
Do you think it could have been staged?
That's what I thought, until a friend told me, he goes, "No, he made fun about his wife about,
Yeah, but those kind of shows are scripted.
I don't know, but he seemed pretty pissed, and she seemed pretty pissed when she heard that joke. So
yeah, but I don't know. Some of this stuff, I think some of it could be scripted to help people's career, but who knows? Like, who really fucking knows? I'm waiting for that Chris Rock either apology or like Will Smith to apologize for smacking the motherfucker.
I was surprised how well he took that slap.
What happened afterwards? Like, did Chris Rock like smack and then he's like, okay, Woman of the Year goes out to, like, did they continue the show?
He continued and he goes, I just got the shit. I got my face slapped or some shit by Will Smith, or I got the shit slapped out of me or something like that.
But he continued the show.
Yeah, and went on with it. And then Will Smith's like, don't you ever talk about my fucking wife.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
then he got an award.
Like, it isn't, like, I get it. People are like, that's not something you joke about on national television, but I guess. I mean, Chris Rock is an old school comedian. That isn't me defending it. That's just me, like, trying to understand. But some people make jokes like that. That's just how, like, Richard Pryor would have made a joke like that. Now, do you think if it was somebody else, Will Smith would have fucking smacked him? Like if it was the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson making that joke, or like
no way.
or like Terry Crews, you think he would have smacked him?
I don't think so. Not The Rock. Come on.
No, like Will Smith would have got up on that stage. I'm like, could you please not talk about my wife? Like,
yeah, meet me backstage.
Yeah, like, no. But I think all the shocked looks on everybody's face is crazy too. Jada Smith has
his reaction though, it's just like, don't you ever talk about my fucking wife like that or some shit. Like,
the memes that came out were so fast and hilarious though.
Yeah. The vulgar display power one's my favorite.
That's a good one, and so is this one. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared to show some like smacking.
Yeah. There was another one my mate posted up on his Snapchat, as like the pursuit of slappiness. It's Chris Rock as the little kid.
That is fucking amazing.
But the memes that I posted up for you guys is pretty funny though.
Like, I don't know.
The pink sock followers.
It was a dumb joke, but yeah, Taylor Hawkins' death hit me hard, and then I guess the slap heard around the world kind of helped cheer everybody up.
Yeah. But
motherfucker.
Yeah, I just can't get over that fucking slap. That was loud too, man. Like you could hear it. Like you gotta watch. We'll watch the video after when we finish from here.
That
was loud.
Everybody does hate Chris.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Does that count as Will having an entanglement with Chris Rock?
No, they should do that. As a meme, everybody hates Chris, and it's him getting bitch slapped in the face.
Like, I get it. Like, there's certain things that people don't like to be joked about, but like a lot of people joke about tragedy to try to like not be as hurt by it. You know what I mean? Like, some people joke about reality. Like, I find reality funny. The thing that's happening might not be funny, but like you can make jokes about anything. It's just how the other person will handle it. But Kanye West ain't got nothing on Will. Will went up there and fucking slapped him. Like, it's like fucking whack.
On Kanye.
Yeah, remember when Kanye went up on stage and was like, hey, Taylor Swift had the best album of all time or whatever. No, Beyonce. It was Beyonce. And like fucking, whoo. Goddamn, bro. Anything else happening in the world? It's been a crazy world lately. I can't wait.
It really does hate Chris.
What else is happening in the world? Like, anybody else get hit on television or something?
Dude, not a lot. Apart from the shitty weather down here.
Like, goddamn, bro. Like, they're wearing fucking these people being slapped. Will Smith used it. An open hand, like paper beats rock, motherfucker. Like Will Smith is paper.
Keep coming with the comments like that, guys, because I think we might have to pick one of those and make a meme out of it.
We gotta make a meme out of it. It's something.
That one's my favorite one, though.
Like I love when shit like this happens because I'm glad I didn't get hit by Will Smith. Like I'm glad I'm not him,
dude. If I got hit by Will Smith, I'll be like, bro, thank you. Or if The Rock punched me in the arm, I'm never gonna wash that arm ever again.
Wait, is that true? Did Will Smith win an Oscar after smacking Chris Rock?
He did, yeah. I thought that was hilarious.
So Chris Rock got smacked, and then he was like, okay, winner of Actor of the Decade goes out to Will Smith, and he has to look at that motherfucker again.
Yeah.
That is beautifully poetic.
You think after that they were like, nah, fuck this guy. Let's give him to the nominee or something. You know, the next nominee. But no, man, he stood up, boom, he got the award. Like,
he won the Oscar right after smacking him, or was it like a few minutes later, an hour later?
I think it was a few minutes later. This happened while I was at work. I just saw like all these like news headlines, and I thought it was staged as well until I got told it wasn't. So
what? I'm looking it up right now, okay, and I'm reading.
I thought it was funny. Yeah, he won an award. Like
right after. So Chris Rock had to like tell this motherfucker he's good at his job.
Yeah.
Smack. Okay, you win. Like what? This can't be real.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, man. Like,
This can't be a real. Like I didn't watch it. This is good. This is fucking awesome.
but it's kind of funny that like it's on live TV. You can't edit that shit.
No, you
Unless you
can't.
do a rerun. You know what I mean?
You can't. So Will Smith is such a fucking. He went from like family TV guy to like I'm gonna slap this dude and win an award.
Yeah, like I said, he went full on Bad Boys for Life slap on his face.
I just read that he could possibly lose his Oscar.
Dude, just take fucking selfies with it as long as you can, and then give it back to him.
Because I guess there's a code of conduct that technically
Probably
they wanted to, they can take it off of them.
He probably wouldn't care.
That's just fucking crazy. Like I knew he slapped him because I heard that when I woke up. Like I woke up to this shit. I woke up and I heard that fucking Will Smith smacked him, but I didn't find out the traditional way, like news. I found out that like through memes. I'm like, what's going on? And then I look it up. I didn't know the motherfucker won an award though after that.
Dude, what happens if Corey Taylor and MGK was at the same awards show and he was talking shit on Corey Taylor's wife?
They would have punched him. Like he would have fucking
killed him.
Okay, this just in, Mickey says. Mickey Manic. Click on it, Noami. Let's see if we can see this comment. I just saw it in the chat. It's the last one that rolled in. I don't know if you see it. I'll pop it up. Hold on. This just in. Will Smith is now moving in with his uncle and auntie in Bel Air.
That's a good one. I give that. I like that one. That's funny.
Like, oh my god, dude. He smacked Chris Rock back to like
I do like Chris Rock, and I thought he did really well in the Spiral Book of Saw movie with Samuel L. Jackson as his dad. But like,
I think he should win an Oscar for being slapped by fucking Will Smith
and taking it too, and still gone on with it. You know what I mean? Like,
I just find it hilarious that it's beautifully poetic. Will Smith smacked this guy and then went back on stage to win his first Oscar.
I know. That's just what a memory.
Like,
something to tell the great grandkids. Now your Uncle Will smacked the guy in the face. Minutes later, won an Oscar.
Yeah, he won an Oscar for King Richard.
He write that in his book.
Like if he does a tell-all, he needs to be like, I slapped Chris Rock, and then the dude had to fucking tell me that I win an award.
Oh, dude, did you hear about the guy that played the Mountain Man? What's his name? Thor? What his name is?
I believe so. I don't know.
He had his first boxing match.
Really?
Yeah, he fought against Eddie Hall, who is like the world's strongest man.
Did he win?
Look it up, and it was a good fight, and he knocked him out. Thor knocked out the world's strongest man in the boxing match.
Jesus, how?
I don't know, but like the height difference was a little bit because like that Thor guy, he's a tall dude.
Yeah, his name's Thor. Forget his full name. Thor. Hold on. Bjorgensen?
Yeah, or something. He's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Mountain.
Yeah, but I didn't watch the live footage. I watched the highlights, and Eddie Hall got some good punches in him. Knocked him out, knocked him down 3 times, and he got back up, and then got him back and knocked him out in the last round.
It's called the world's heaviest boxing match in history.
Yeah, it was.
It was his real name is Halfpour, however you pronounce it, but they call him Thor. It was the Beast versus the Mountain.
Yeah. So Eddie Hall is like the world's strongest man.
He's from Iceland.
Oh, okay.
He's from Iceland. They were a combined weight. Holy shit! Let me do the math real quick. Of 657 pounds, I believe, is the combined weight.
Yeah.
They're like 300 pounds apiece. It was the world's strongest. They were both world's strongest men.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. I knew that. I follow Eddie Hall.
I don't follow
on
boxing
social
or
media.
See, this is why I like talking to you, because you watch this kind of stuff and you can just like keep me updated, because I don't watch boxing or World's Strongest Man or anything like that. But I think it's interesting.
Yeah. I thought it was a good amateur fight between those two. And Mike, what's his name?
What?
Yeah, Mikey was right though. I thought I would just add the KO part because it just sounds badass. That's all. But
did you do you think that was a better fight, or do you think Will Smith and Chris Rock was a better fight?
Well, actually, it was like similar comments. I think Eddie Hall said something about Thor's mom in the press conference, and he lost his shit. Like he lost his shit. He was about to like break his face and shit like that in the press in a media conference thing.
Well, I have an idea. How about this? How about we have Chris Rock versus Will Smith in a fight?
Celebrity death match in real life.
Like fucking like. I don't know if Will Smith
celebrity slap match.
Would you rather be slapped by Will Smith or punched by him?
Slap.
Like, do you think he'd hit pretty? Like, the reason why I kind of thought it could have been staged was because, like, if Will Smith was mad enough, don't you think he'd punch him?
Yeah, but then that will probably cause more headlines.
True. He fucking knocks the dude out.
But then yelling out saying, "Don't you ever mention my wife's fucking name again?"
Yeah.
Or something. Then that can't be staged.
But Chris Rock took it well. Like, he wasn't mad or nothing. He just fucking I deserve
Chris
that.
Rock, if you're listening to us, which you're not, which you got better things to do, come on the show.
Yeah, let's do it. But
I want to talk to. I just want to say to him, like, Chris, the new Saw movie was good.
How hard does Will Smith hit? Like, I want to know. Like,
do you still have that print on your face?
Like, how hard does this motherfucker hit? Like, I want to know.
I don't know, but his ankle was pretty good though.
He had great posture.
Yeah, he did. He had a good stance. It was like watching a tennis match when he was going to serve.
He just served on fucking Chris Rock's face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would like to see a real life celebrity slap match, not death match, because I don't want to see nobody get killed. Like slap match.
Yeah, like have Chris Rock versus Will Smith. You can only do open hand slaps.
Yeah, and The Rock versus Jake Paul.
No, you have to have The Rock be the referee.
Wrestlers slap, right?
Yeah, they slap.
Like when they hit each other or something, don't they? Like they do the. Isn't that how it is?
Well, they're supposed to. I think in boxing, not boxing, but like fights, you're supposed to do open hand hits. You don't straight up punch them in the face. You open hand hit. Like, yeah. You're not supposed to like fucking. In boxing, you do, but I think in like wrestling and shit like that, if you hit them, you're supposed to.
Oh, MMA is full on fist.
Yeah, but like I think like fights, like other fights, I think you're supposed to do open hand. I'm not sure.
Because like I used to watch like WWE back in the day.
Yeah,
and
they do.
I was like watch how they hit. And I find it interesting how when they hit, they use the legs for that noise when they're hitting. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. They do that. They hit the ground. Sometimes they actually do punch, though.
Yeah, I hear stories about other wrestlers saying that sometimes when they do like the kick to the face, they'll
Uh-huh.
be like, "Oh, bitch, that hurt," you know.
Well, what they call it hard weighing. It's when they actually hit one another. That does happen in pro wrestling to make it look more real.
Those chops sound like
Those
really
are real.
deadly too.
Those are 100% real. There's no way to fake a chop to the chest.
No, unless if you
Yeah.
just do.
That's like Terry Funk, for instance. He actually was known to have the hardest punch out of any pro wrestler. Because if he would hard weigh you, he would knock people out. Like, like he's just tough.
I got a friend that's in the wrestling business that knows like Diamond Dallas Page and shit like that
Bring him on the show. I'd love to talk to Dally.
and stuff and like that. So yeah, he's been to like America and did some like wrestling training and some learning on how to run a business, and it's actually doing pretty good down here.
I would love to get Dallas Page on here, and I'd also like to get Rob Van Dam. Those are the two wrestlers I'd love to get.
DDP would be cool because then I could talk to him about yoga and stuff.
We also lost another person. I think it was this week before we did after we did our podcast. It might have been during the podcast. It might have been before. We might have mentioned it last week. I forget, but we did lose Scott Hall.
Yes, that was 2 weeks ago, correct?
I do believe so. We lost we lost fucking Scott Hall.
He was my favorite back in the WCW area.
He was really good. Like, it's
yeah,
bad guy.
Yeah.
He
that was like one of my favorite lines as well.
He did a Hall
and
of
when I used to play like the video games, I used to pick him all the time.
He did a Hall of Fame speech though that kind of gives me goosebumps looking at it now, because he was like, "Dreams come true.
Yeah.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do."
One of his famous lines.
I'm like, holy shit! It gives me goosebumps. Like,
yeah. I've got a few friends that's in a wrestling business, and they're like really big on that type of thing and shit.
I'm a big wrestling fan still. Like, I don't watch it as much as I used to. Like, I'm not gonna say that I'm a huge wrestling fan like I used to be, but I'm still a pretty big wrestling fan. Like, I keep up on like somewhat of what's going on. Like, I look up the things that are going on. I don't have time to watch the whole show, but like I at least stay up on things mostly.
Yeah.
Not WWE though, because WWE just doesn't interest me anymore like it used to.
It's gone soft now, hasn't it?
It has. It's gone rather soft.
That's what the Undertaker said when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
And it's also like
a couple of months ago or a year ago.
It's pretty much
saying it's gone soft now.
It's almost the same like storylines and shit though with different people. Like they're doing the same thing.
Yeah. It's a reboot.
So Nicki Minaj made a post.
Yeah.
But she makes a point though about the whole the Chris Rock slap thing.
Sorry.
Go ahead. What?
I was gonna say I would like to see Kid Rock and Chris Rock, the Battle of the Rocks.
Yeah, and have Dwayne The Rock Johnson be the referee.
No, it's a triple threat match.
And have Don The Rock Morocco announce. But what Nicki Minaj said was, you just got to witness in real time what happens in a man's soul when he looks over to the woman that he loves and sees her holding back tears from a little joke at her expense. This is what any and every man feels in that instant. So basically, she's defending like Will Smith did laugh, but he didn't realize like the height of the joke to her.
Yeah.
And like, just because you laugh at a joke doesn't mean you think the disease is funny. That means you think the context of the joke was funny. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Jokes are essentially jokes, but if people don't like them, then they don't like them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what I find funny, another person might not find funny, but that doesn't make me any less of a good person. That just means that I find comedy in horrible situations.
It would have been better if Martin Lawrence was there on the spot.
Oh God.
And it'll be like the proper Bad Boys for Life group.
That's hilarious.
Get your punk ass down here.
Get your punk ass down here.
Are you a fan of the Bad Boys movies or anything?
I've watched a couple of them, but
the third one's okay. The third one's okay.
I don't think I've watched them all the way through though, because usually when I'm watching those movies, I'm hanging out with friends and we just talk. So I don't know if because we put on movies as background noise all the time.
I try not to look at my phone because my phone always goes off when I'm trying to watch a movie. Like yesterday on my lunch break, I was watching Piranha.
I think I might have a mild form of ADD sometimes too, because like I'll put on a movie and if I'm hanging out with friends, I'll just talk to my friends or I'll get sidetracked in my phone sometimes when I'm watching movies. Like I need to like be away from people or be in a movie theater in order to watch a movie because like it's just hard because I get distracted easily.
Yeah, that's when I go to movie theaters, I put my phone on do not disturb and stuff, or airplane mode. If it's an emergency call, then it's not my problem.
Yeah. But yeah, we lost Razor Ramon. We lost fucking. I don't like the world we're in, but then I love it when shit like Will Smith smacks Chris Rock happens.
See, we lost a lot of celebrities this year already. Betty White, New Year's Eve, correct?
But yeah, my thought is though, is it that we've been losing more people than usual, or is it that when we were younger, it was celebrities that we didn't care as much about?
Maybe both.
And yeah, we do have Blacklight District coming on the show, like we stated, on April 4th at 4 p.m. Eastern at noon Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, it's April 4th at noon Eastern Standard Time. I said 4 because that's the time we're doing the interview, or 5. We're doubling it up, but yeah, we have Blacklight District on the show. It's
not a brothel, guys.
It's not a brothel, though. We found that out.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Blacklight? I think Blacklight District is like the red light district, but like different. I wrestle my wife, but she always wins. Royce, please stop telling us about you and your wife's naked wrestle fun. Like, please.
Oh, you had a sore eye or something? No.
Sore eye. But yeah, it's been a crazy world we live in. We got fucking Will Smith smacking motherfuckers. I didn't think Will Smith would ever hit someone like that. Like I always thought he was like a calm, cool, collected guy, but no, motherfucker. I've been through a lot. Whack. I'm just going to smack.
Whoa. Misha Mansour from Periphery posted up the video. He goes, I don't know what actually happened. I'm just here for the comments. He didn't care what happened. He's just here to see people's comments on the thing.
I actually do. Hold on, let me grab my HDMI cord. I do have a video. It's actually 8 seconds long, so we do have the legal right to play this video because.
Hey, how's it going, boys?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, we have a bit of an echo. Is your headphones plugged in?
Yeah, my headphones are plugged in.
Oh, turn off your YouTube. That's what it is.
Shit, yeah. Forgot to switch it over.
You're good. Sorry. How you doing? It's weird seeing you because you don't like your face being shown. You don't like being naked.
Oh,
surprise!
Welcome. Welcome to the show. How you doing?
Pretty good. Finally just, grew the fucking balls to hop on.
Oh, I always, you don't have to wear pants though. That's a good thing.
Oh, really? Oh shit. Let me strip that knock.
Oh, let's do this or whatever. Do you like my old school Hardy Boys shirt?
Oh, hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
This shirt was bought in 2006.
Damn.
It still looks fresh.
It does. But what do you think about fucking Will? Would you pay to see Will Smith versus Chris Rock and like a?
Oh hell yeah, dude! That'd be the match of the century, man. Fuck half Bjornsson and Eddie Hall.
Well, I actually have a video I want to show. the way that copyright and shit works, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. The way copyright and shit works is if it's 8 seconds, well, if it's 10 seconds or shorter, you can play it. You have to do it in 10-second increments.
Hey, how you doing, Anders?
But what I'm going to show you is this is fucking hilarious. This is what happened, they believe, backstage after the slap heard around the world. Are you guys ready for this shit?
Yeah, I mean, even Chris Rock said it was the greatest moment in television history.
Are you ready to see what happened backstage?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, play it.
You gonna smack me, bitch?
That is what I imagine happened backstage. Is that shit?
I saw another meme too. If it happened to Tupac, he would shoot him.
Yeah. That was the Jada Smith. She's like, yeah, if it was Tupac, he would have shot him.
Yeah. That will be probably true.
I didn't know Will Smith was gangsta like that. Like, he didn't even like punch him. He like fucking like,
dude, he went full
slap.
bad boys,
He slapped
man.
the fucking taste out of his mouth, man.
He went full bad boys mode on that shit.
I was waiting for him to yell,
He
I'm
was waiting
James,
for Bad Boys
bitch.
4. He was waiting for the next Bad Boys film, so he's getting ready for that
Dude,
scene
yeah, you
where
know,
he can bitch slap
that's how
people.
character acting goes, you know.
Dude, he Rick James that motherfucker. Like, he was like, I'm Will Smith, bitch, and fucking smacked the taste out of his mouth.
I feel
Yeah,
good.
no, I was watching that, man. I was like, damn, and Chris did not do anything back, and that surprised the hell out of me because I know personally I would have slapped the fuck
Well,
out
you
of him
think
for
there'll
that
probably
back.
be like a punch up after that?
I didn't watch the Oscars. I woke up to memes and I didn't know what they were about. So I had to like look it up. And then I found out.
The only reason I even ended up finding out about it is because my cousin sent me the video on freaking Discord.
But I just found out that like after that smack, Will Smith had to go back on stage with Chris Rock and accept his first Oscar.
Yeah, and he was apologizing to the Academy and everything for whatever, but he never apologized to Chris. Rock.
He didn't. He's like, sometimes people disrespect you, and you just gotta slap them, motherfucker. That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah, no, I never like pictured Will Smith angry before. I gotta say, I loved it on that video, man.
I've seen him sad,
Just
but
like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah, he said that twice, and he said that so fucking loud.
Like,
I wish I watched that live, man.
Kanye West
You
is at home.
can't edit that shit live.
No.
Kanye West is at home like, damn, I gotta up my game next time.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
Yo,
did you guys
kid,
hear about
I want you
Kanye
back,
bought
bitch.
the house directly across the street from Pete Davidson and Kim, just to be fucking petty, like directly across the street.
Yeah, he's a fucking psychopath.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, why is it that like the fans of Kanye are like, yeah, he's being this way because he loves her? No, like if it was your homie, you'd be like, oh fuck, you're crazy, dude. I can't be friends with you no more.
Yeah.
But now you're like fucking supporting them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I really don't know how people can still support him after all of the crazy and stupid stuff that he has done. I'm still laughing at the fact that he actually tried to run for president.
He's not Kanye West anymore, by the way. He's just Yee.
Oh, he's just Yeezy?
People hate him so much that he changed his name.
Well, with the whole Pete Davidson and Kanye West thing, like Joe Latz released a T-shirt. It's called the Tunnel Buddies, and it's the portrait of the stepbrothers, but it's got Pete Davidson and Kanye West's face, Kanye Wayne's face on top of the Will Ferrell's and shit's face. This is Tunnel Bros. So I bought that T-shirt.
Dude,
I want that T-shirt now.
So, do you think like Pete Davidson and Kim are going to make a porno? Are we going to finally?
I hope not.
Are we going to finally see why he gets all these women?
I don't know why he gets all these women, but I guarantee it's not for the looks. It's got to be funny.
It's like when they say Chloe's a goth girl now just because she's dating fucking Travis Barker. I'm like, fuck off.
What? Travis Barker isn't even emo. He was in a pop punk band.
Yeah.
How are you?
How is she a fucking goth? When I read the comment, goes, "Oh, true love, goth girl," I'm like, no.
I'm sorry, but like Blink 182 is not goth.
People are the media is stupid.
Like, when was
That's
the
what I'm
last?
gonna say. Media is stupid.
What song did Travis Barker do that's goth? What
I can't name a single one?
Has he ever dressed goth?
All the small things.
Well, he's talking about his dick, probably. I don't know. Oh, the small things makes him all sad.
Yeah. See, that a Kardashian to make him feel good.
If anything, he's emo.
No, man, I'd hesitate to call him emo.
I would say goth is more like, I can't even say his name anymore, but that Marilyn Manson guy.
Brian?
Hey, man, you don't mention him, you don't want to get this podcast canceled, man.
Oh, I'm not defending or not defending the guy.
I was supposed to say his real name, Brian.
I wasn't there. Brian Warner is his name.
Yeah, that's his code name.
That should have been his stage name, Brian Warner. He comes out.
Or his 007 name.
I actually just watched not long ago, speaking of Marilyn Manson, I just watched a video from an interview he did like way back. I think it was like 90s, early 2000s. Because I guess some parent, like somebody went to one of the concerts and ended up getting killed or whatever. And he was like defending how like all the music just, it doesn't really affect what you are as a person, like defending mosh pits and everything.
Was it the Columbine for shooting thing?
No, that's a different one.
No, it was like somebody actually went to a concert and like their kid died in a mosh pit or whatever, and then the parents were trying to. It was one of those those panics where like the music makes people angry and like why would people mosh because da 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 da.
I'm gonna quote Frank Zappa real quick, and this is not a popular view at all. But Frank Zappa was on a TV show, and they said music makes you violent, blah 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 blah, and he's like, okay. If you want to censor music, you want to get rid of certain music, then you should probably get rid of the Bible too, because there's death in that too. And the interviewer was like, change the subject. But I saw an interview with Manson for the Columbine, and they asked him, they're like, if you could say anything to those two kids that shot up Columbine High School, what would you tell them? And he said, nothing. I would have let them talk because nobody else would.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit. You know what's crazy about Columbine though? That not Columbine, but the Bowling for Columbine documentary. Fucking the guy that made it. What's his name? Michael Moore. He went into a fucking bank and got a free gun. Like that's
what?
That's how easy guns.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you open a bank account in this town, you get a free gun.
Is this after the documentary?
I'm fucking done. What the hell?
This was the first 10 minutes of Bowling for Columbine documentary. He goes into a fucking bank because he's like, how easy are guns to obtain in the United States? Well, in this town, you can get a bank account. So he went in and opened a bank account and got a free gun.
God.
It's like, okay, so we're giving you $500 credit, and here's a Glock 9.
Oh, God. Damn.
Here's your promotional Glock 9, got Citibank written on the side of it.
They probably closed that. I don't think that bank's still around, though. But... Oh, God.
It probably got robbed too many times.
By the people that got bank accounts.
Yeah. It's like, oh, thank you. Now give me the money.
That
Please.
was
I'd like to make a withdrawal.
But it's just, I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. This world is crazy. That was even in the early 2000s too. He opened up a fucking bank account, got a gun. That makes as much sense. Like that, even If you were to think of a place where you'd get a free gun, you wouldn't think a bank.
Nah.
Like,
That'd be the last place I'd think.
That's like going to a water park and them handing out condoms. Like, that don't make any goddamn sense. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Talk about a slippery slope.
Oh, God, man. This world is crazy. We got a fucking world war possibly going on. We got Will Smith smacking motherfuckers on television. we got wrestlers dying. Like, what is going on?
Dude, every time
Triple H fucking retired yesterday or 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. Triple H said he medically can't wrestle ever again.
Well, honestly, he probably should have stopped right around that Crown Jewel tournament.
Well, the last time he wrestled, no, not the last time, but one of the last times he wrestled was he injured, like he dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah, are you talking about the Crown Jewel tournament? Did you guys see that fucking dumpster fire?
No, I don't watch
DX versus Brothers in Destruction. Looked like everybody's about to fall over.
That is the one I'm talking about.
Oh, dude, that match was horrible.
It was bad. Gorak, if you watch this match, Shawn Michaels, who hasn't wrestled in 6 years, was the one that was carrying this fucking match. Because 2 minutes in, Triple H got knocked off the fucking turnbuckle and dislocated his shoulder on the fucking guardrail.
I mean, I give him props for continuing the match, but they should have never had that match to begin with.
That was his last match.
Like,
that was just sad.
With all those injuries, man, like their body in the next 20 years' time would just be fucked.
No, you know what's fucked? WrestleMania. This is how desperate Vince is getting. WrestleMania. Kevin Owens versus 57-year-old Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
Really?
Yes, it is
That's
happening.
the main event.
I don't know, but Stone
How
Cold
many times is Steve Austin going to come back? Like, he's supposed to be freaking retired.
It's been 16 fucking years since he stepped in a ring.
Exactly. Like, listen, I understand coming out for come out, smash a beer over dude's head, and then don't even show up for another 2 years. But like, what? Why?
You know what's fucked up though? The match hasn't even been announced. They're teasing it.
Wow.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is supposed to show up at WrestleMania for the KO show, which is Kevin Owens' TV show. If he shows up for it, it's more than likely going to be an unannounced match just happening. But if that does happen, it's going to be in the same vein as John Cena versus The Undertaker a couple years ago. He's going to show up, stunner him, pin him, win. That's it.
Yeah. Speaking of Undertaker, speaking of John Cena, have you guys seen the new Peacemaker show?
No, I watch good television.
Oh, dude, you guys need to see it. It was so good. Oh,
I thought it was good in the second Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, no, dude. I did not watch the movie, but I watched the entire Peacemaker show. I laughed the entire time. Oh my god!
I get
where is it aired on? Because obviously I'm from the future.
I mean, my cousin kind of downloaded it so we could watch.
That's okay. I can do that too.
Yeah,
we do that here in Australia.
Yeah, I was gonna say we downloaded watch, but I think it's like on HBO Max or some shit.
It is. It's on HBO. But the thing with I
hope Cena doesn't return to the ring. I would prefer him as an actor. I hated him in wrestling.
John Cena was great when he was in the beginning. He was doing
he was good in the beginning, but I mean, after a while, he just became overrated. Like they pushed him way too much. Like
he won 16 world.
Sorry, that was my phone.
He won 16 world titles in 12 years in the same company. It is more impressive that Ric Flair won 16 world titles because 5 different companies deemed him worthy enough to win the world title. Well, not 5, 4.
Yeah, but, I mean, I hated how he was such a dick.
And Ric Flair won 16 world titles in like 25 years.
I mean, he ruined so many pushes for people. He was the one person in the Nexus versus all that match, the one where the Nexus was supposed to win. John Cena's like, no, I'm not. And just like, fuck everybody.
Who's worse, Hulk Hogan or John Cena?
Oh, that's tough because Hulk Hogan's a dick too.
Hulk Hogan, they won't let come back because he wanted to beat the Shield in an NWO reunion at like 70 years old.
Really? I thought it was because of the racist remarks he was making.
Well, no. After that all happened, they brought him back, and they were wanting him to just host these pay-per-views.
Really?
And Hulk pitched the idea to Triple H that, hey, brother, let's bring back Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, dude, and we'll all beat the Shield, brother. And I'm like, okay, no disrespect to the deceased, because Scott Hall was amazing up until death.
He was always one of my top 10, man.
But him returning at that stage of his life, in that match, only one guy could actually compete, and that would be Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
And he would probably blow 2 quads trying.
Yeah.
Even though he for his age now, he looks good, but just no more.
Yeah.
The only wrestler that's above the age of 60 that could probably still wrestle is fucking Diamond Dallas Page.
Well, yeah.
Even though we're probably never going to see him enter the ring again.
He did.
No.
In AEW.
Really?
He had his
I haven't been able to watch any AEW because, no cable, and every streaming service that it is on just wants you to pay extra for it.
Diamond Dallas Page didn't wrestle a one-on-one match, though.
Yeah.
He wrestled a tag team match. But at 60-some years old, this motherfucker climbed the top turnbuckle and jumped to the outside of the ring onto people.
Man.
Have you seen...
I need to start watching that stuff, man.
Did you see what kind of shape he's in lately?
No, I haven't. I didn't even know he was on AEW. So,
oh yeah, he's in AEW.
Oh, you want to know what return had me literally crying tears of joy? CM Punk's return.
He came back.
I saw the YouTube clip that somebody posted of whenever he returned. Dude, I was getting ready for bed. I was snot sobbing tears of joy watching that. Oh, dude, he was one of my favorites growing up.
So I do have a nice little claim that I can make in my life now, is I actually got to see performing live wrestling John Cena. I've seen Chris Jericho, Ric Flair, and Shawn Michaels all compete in the same event for WWE in 2005 with the Hardy Boys.
Oh, dude, that is a dream match.
It was the Hardy Boys versus Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair with John Cena as the guest referee. None of those people wrestle for WWE anymore.
Nah.
I've seen Booker T wrestle.
Oh, Booker T was good, man.
He didn't get a push because he's black. Did you know about that?
No.
Triple H versus Booker T was supposed to happen at WrestleMania, and Triple H was the world champion at the time. And Triple H kept making racist comments towards Booker T as a heel. I mean, I'm not going to hate on the guy for being a heel back then. I mean, it is what it is.
I was going to say, I just want to bring up
Triple H refused
Guerrero. What was it? Something white or something?
Triple H refused to lose to Booker T because he's a WCW guy. It had nothing to do with race, but people made it that way. And with all the racist comments, you don't blame them. Kerwin White is who you're talking about.
Yeah, Kerwin White. That was it. Dude,
Did you hear about this, Gorak?
That was so horrible.
Go ahead.
There was a guy, Chavo Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero's nephew.
Yeah.
They did the Los Guerreros thing. He's a Mexican guy, but he turned white. I don't know how that happened.
Literally dyed his hair blonde, like white face, everything.
Yeah, he drove around in a fucking golf cart.
And a freaking one of those sweaters tied around his neck, had a freaking golf outfit on.
And he wrestled a guy by the name of Shelton Benjamin, who was a black athlete. And his slogan was, if it ain't white, it ain't right. Now, how that made it to television is fucking awful.
Because Vince McMahon was tone deaf, that's why.
No, it was Chavo's idea.
Oh, really?
Chavo liked that gimmick.
Oh, my bad. No, just with all the messed up stuff that Vince has put out, I thought it was his.
When Eddie died, Chavo just went back to Guerrero in memory, but he wanted to keep going with it.
Dude, that gimmick was horrible, man.
Wow.
Oh.
Do you think show me the clip of that?
Did you know that with Bob Saget's death, a lot of facts came out about his career? Did you know that he's the reason why Dave Chappelle got into stand-up comedy?
What?
He's the one that pretty much was his mentor all these years.
Dude, that's awesome.
He was the guy that believed in him, which makes sense. Why else would Bob Saget be in Half Baked?
Oh, dude, I forgot he was in Half Baked.
Yeah, like marijuana is not a drug. I suck dick for coke. Have you ever sucked? Have you ever sucked dick for marijuana? Like, that was him.
Oh man,
that was Bob Saget, dude.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. It's been forever since I watched that movie.
Bob Saget, also was in Dumb and Dumber, the prequel. You remember that movie?
Nah. I mean, I remember there being a prequel, but I didn't really pay attention to it.
Yeah, he was in it. He played somebody's dad, I think a love interest's dad. And Lloyd had chocolate melt in his pocket and he ended up smearing it all over the room and he snuck out the window. And Bob Saget's character comes in and is like, motherfucker got shit all over my bathroom. And he starts he just starts fucking yelling. All they did with Bob Saget was they just fucking made him shock value. But yeah, Diamond Dallas Page, when he returned to wrestling, it was in 2020. He was teaming up with Dustin Rhodes, and I forget who else. But yeah, he's back. He came back to wrestling. They said it's his last match ever, so he might not ever come back. But did you watch the Royal Rumble that he returned at?
I actually haven't watched wrestling for a while.
I watch specific pay-per-views occasionally. And this was one that I decided to watch because the Royal Rumble is one that even if you're not a modern fan, you will watch because you don't know who's going to come back.
Yeah.
And when he wrestled, he looks in great shape.
Oh yeah, he does look pretty good shape, man.
Like he looks WCW shape.
Yeah.
He
got a little more flab than he did back in the day, but
yeah, but this motherfucker does
That's
yoga.
life. That's how it is.
Yeah, and this guy does yoga every single day, all day long. That's his job.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he come out with a whole fitness campaign or something
He saved Scott Hall's life. He saved Jake the Snake Roberts' life.
Yeah, I know. I heard about that stuff, man.
He had a war veteran on.
Yeah.
He was paralyzed or something. He couldn't walk, and he helped him out with some yoga. And
Arthur.
Yeah,
is his name.
And he lost a ton of weight as well.
Yeah, Arthur lost a ton of weight.
It was on the Joe Rogan podcast when he was on there. He was talking about it.
If you watch the video, this guy was a paratrooper, and he was told that he'd never walk again in his life. Normally, he was big. He was walking with crutches and shit. And DDP's like, I don't know how I can save this guy because this was the very beginning of DDP yoga. And the guy was doing the yoga program religiously and was talking to DDP. And one day, DDP said he was driving and he got a message from Arthur. So he pulled off to the side of the road or whatever and looked at it and started crying. And he's like, in this video, all he saw was trees. And then he saw this figure walking towards the camera and then running full sprint past the camera. And it was Arthur. And he had lost 200 pounds in 6 months.
Dude, that is awesome.
And he went from not being able to walk at all to running.
And then doing handstands and
and now
that is amazing.
And now and now he runs DDP yoga when DDP can't. He's pretty much part of it now, and it's really go ahead.
He's done stuff with Nita and her boyfriend too. I've noticed they've done online workouts together.
He also has celebrities, martial artists and shit that do DDP yoga now because DDP yoga is really good for your joints and shit.
Yeah,
it is.
And it's a lot of the back pains you suffer when you get older is because you just don't do the workouts to keep them in shape. It's not a lot of people don't have those pains because of bones. They have it because of muscle.
Yeah.
So you just got to work those muscles out. And there's a lot of celebrities. There's a whole list of them on his website. I can't really find it right off the top of my head, But
I know you can download his app and subscribe to like his thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember how much it's cost, but you know, you can select a plan.
He even has fucking like Rob Zombie does DDP yoga.
What?
Yeah, Rob
Really?
Zombie. Yeah, he was on the list one time when I was looking. Rob Zombie does DDP yoga. He was actually in the Devil's Rejects. DDP was. Do you remember them? Do you remember his scene?
Yep.
Nah.
He was one of the hitmen.
Yeah, he was one of the hitmen. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these are movies I haven't watched in a long time.
Yeah, he played the hitman, one of the hitmen. DDP also, Chris Jericho. He was supposed to retire like 6 years ago due to back problems. He started DDP yoga, and now he's at the top of his game.
Yeah.
DDP, I'm giving you hype right now. You need to come on the show now. That's what needs to happen. Like I support it. Okay, here we go. On his website, he has options where you can like pick like who all to get testimonies from. And you can do weight loss, limited mobility, injury recovery, back pain, mental strength. People that are 50 years and older are doing it. 70-year-olds have started doing it. Military started doing it. Celebrities is the interesting one. Because the celebrities
go through this celebrity list. I want to hear this.
AJ Styles does DDP yoga. Drew McIntyre does DDP yoga. David Arquette credits DDP yoga for his career continuing. Charlie Brenneman of UFC does DDP yoga. Bobby Fish does DDP yoga. Tavon Mason, an NFL football player, does DDP yoga. Sean Bennett does DDP yoga. Tony Schiavone, a wrestling announcer legend, does it.
Royce says his favorite wrestler is Mickey Rourke.
He is. He's great. He's the wrestler.
Good movie too.
I'm sorry for our fans that don't watch wrestling that are tuning in and tuning off. We don't talk about wrestling all the time, but I do talk about everything on the show. I try to dig into every facet of life. So this is going to be a wrestling episode. Gabriel Iglesias does DDP yoga. That's why
Fluffy's doing yoga with DDP. That's awesome.
You notice how he lost a bunch of weight, right?
Yeah, dude. I'm actually like looking at his old stuff, looking at him now, dude. He has made tremendous progress in weight loss, man.
That's why. Nita Strauss does DDP yoga. Lance Storm, Justin Credible, Zach Gowen. The list is like 5 pages long, bro.
Look at Lance Storm. I remember him, and I didn't like him.
Oh, Edge.
Well, you're talking about from Beer Money, right?
No. Lance Storm. He's the Canadian wrestler.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm thinking about
annoyed
James
the
Storm.
fuck out of me.
James Storm.
I never liked him.
He was the
I thought
Canadian.
he had a weird head. That's all.
He did, but he would probably kick your ass, so don't do that. John Morrison does DDP yoga.
Ooh, Johnny Nitro up in there, man.
Edge. That's how he got in the shape that he's in. He does DDP yoga.
Damn, this is making me want to making my fat ass want to do yoga.
I keep telling people, like, I'll be honest, I suck at doing DDP yoga all the time, but it's not something that, it's just me. I got so much I'm doing that it's whatever. Lance Storm just retired. Now he's training wrestlers. That's what happened to Lance Storm. Corey Taylor of motherfucking Slipknot and Stone Sour does DDP yoga. He does.
On the topic of wrestlers, what do you guys think about Cody Rhodes leaving AEW and going back to WWE?
It's weird. Mick Foley does DDP yoga, but anyway, Cody Rhodes,
he needs to.
He's doing it because he wants to have one last match, from what I heard.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I thought it was kind of weird. Like, he joined AEW, brought it up so much. It was even like, what was it, like CEO, COO, something like that. Like, he was one of like the top people in the company. And then him and his wife are just like giving up which his wife was apparently like the head of talent relations or something like that too. And then just out of nowhere, I start seeing all over the news and everything that Cody Rhodes is leaving AEW and going back to WWE. I'm like,
hey, the thing is, though, that's what dirt sheets are saying. There's nothing officially announced yet from WWE.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, like I said, I'm going off of like what I've been seeing all over online.
A buddy of mine told me that it is official that he did sign. It just hasn't been announced yet. But you know, it'd be smart to do. lie to the dirt sheets like this. Say that you're going back to WWE, and then when ROH comes back, owned by Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes runs ROH.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see that Tony Khan was bringing back Ring of Honor.
He bought Ring of Honor recently and is making it its own thing. It's not related to AEW. He's doing what Vince did. Vince bought all these companies, but Vince killed them. Tony Khan's buying these companies and keeping them alive.
Honestly, that's why I kind of like what AEW and Tony Khan and everybody's doing, just because finally it's not the Vince show running all of the wrestling programs now. Like some of the more, it's nice to see somebody actually starting to because TNA started to do it, but then they fucked up along the way.
Well, sources are stating that if things go accordingly, Antrim, the company that owns Impact Wrestling, due to ratings not being what they used to be, even with AEW trying to help, they might be selling Impact Wrestling. And
really
Tony
Khan grabs
Tony Khan is looking at it.
I really hope he grabs it, because I do not want a company like TNA with what they were doing to wind up in the hands of Vince McMahon.
What Tony Khan might be doing is buying these companies that want to sell and then making his own video library, because he will own the video library of all these big indie companies and then keep them going. It would be smart to keep them going and kind of franchise them out, though. He owns them, but somebody else runs them.
Yeah.
So he's the runner of AEW, and he's franchising out these other companies and making basically developmental territories.
Yeah, because like I said, Vince McMahon, I love what him and his family have brought with making, professional wrestling what it is today.
Somebody else would have done it.
Yeah, somebody else probably would have, they probably would have done it, but, Vince and his family and his dad and everybody was the ones that did it first.
They had the money. They didn't do it first. They had the money.
Yeah. I'm fucking up the way I'm trying to say it.
NWA started it.
Yeah. But I would say that they were the ones that kind of brought it to, the hype that it gave.
Vince had the money to steal ideas.
Yeah.
The entire Attitude Era was great for what it was, but watch ECW around that time. It's the same thing, just lower production value.
Yeah, and I feel like that probably a lot, but yeah. Huh.
ECW,
I never thought about it that way. Yeah.
ECW, the Sandman walking around with a beer can,
and the beer in his hand, smacking it off his head, beating the shit out of people with kendo sticks.
Steve Austin, who had just left ECW, becomes Stone Cold Steve Austin, an alcoholic redneck. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
What do you think of Stone Cold coming?
Wow, I never actually realized that. Yeah, Stone Cold's gimmick kind of ripped off the Sandman. Dude, I never noticed that before.
How about Mankind ripping off New Jack?
What?
Cactus Jack ripped off New Jack.
How did Cactus Jack rip off New Jack?
It was either Mankind or New Jack or Cactus Jack, one or the other. Cactus Jack was a big character in Japan before New Jack, but in WWE, they stole the idea of New Jack for one of Mick Foley's characters. I forget which one. He would start jumping off of really high shit. And that's what New Jack was doing in ECW.
Wasn't that Mankind that was jumping off a bunch of high shit?
I think it was Mankind that was stolen from New Jack. But he was jumping off all this high shit, and New Jack was the one that started doing that shit.
Yeah.
He was the one that would jump off scaffoldings and shit and do all this crazy stuff. Rest in peace, New Jack, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace, New Jack.
Guess what I have in my collection, my movie collection?
What do you have in your movie collection?
Well, not a lot of people in the chat will know who New Jack even is. But I met New Jack. And I have a signed autobiography from New Jack.
That is awesome.
I got to hang out with New Jack for about 30 minutes at a wrestling indie show.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
I wanted to have him on the show, but he passed away before we could do anything. But New Jack, it's weird. The stories you hear about him are crazy. He was nuts, but one of the nicest wrestlers I've ever met.
You know who I think would be awesome to have on the show, even though I would probably be terrified to have him on the show, is Haku.
Haku's respectful. I don't want to fight him. That's why he'd be nice guest to have on.
Yeah, but like the stories I have heard about that man are fucking terrifying.
Okay, those who don't know who Haku is, let me tell a little story about Haku, if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Haku is a Samoan. He is related to The Rock, I do believe. Haku is a guy you don't fuck with. You just don't fuck with him. He was at a bar one time with wrestlers. And later, Anders, thank you for tuning in. And bye, Caitlin. Thank you for tuning in. But it's just crazy that he was in a bar and a couple guys, I think it might have been a motorcycle club. I don't know what it was, but a few guys that were part of like a gang, a club, whatever. I don't know what the story was fully in that regard. But these guys approached Haku. I think there's maybe 5 of them. And they were like, "You want to fight?" And Haku was like all calm about it. And he's like, "I'll meet you guys outside, I guess." So all the wrestlers went outside. They heard fucking noise. They heard fists punching, all kinds of crazy shit. Cops showed up. Ambulance showed up. Haku came out with barely any marks on him. There was 5 guys that was like beating the fuck up, and the bartender was missing a nose. The bartender tried getting involved, and he bit the fucker's nose off.
And then didn't he try to like fight the cops and everything too when they showed up?
Yeah, he tried fighting the fucking cops. Like this dude, it took like everything that this town had to get him in there. Andre the Giant's another one that's intimidating. I can't have him on the show because he's been dead for a while. But
have you guys seen the Young Rock TV show?
No, but I've heard it's good.
Fucking A. The second series is coming out soon.
Oh, that's badass.
What's it on?
I'm not too sure. I downloaded it.
Yeah, kind of like I did with Peacemaker.
When we were in lockdown a couple of months back, I was just bored, and then that popped up, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this. I finished it, and I had like Randy Savage and that, and like all the old wrestlers in that TV show and stuff. And it's actually pretty good, man. It pretty much tells the story about like Dwayne Johnson when he was a kid, and it kind of follows up to his career. But it's got Dwayne Johnson like hosting this show thing himself, and it was like Dwayne Johnson for president and shit.
Really? Is that what it says?
Yeah, I'm gonna be for president now.
I have something perfect for this. Since we're talking about this, you guys are getting your videos elsewhere or whatever. So I kind of got to play this for all the listeners at home. This is a little bit of a nostalgia thing for us 90s kids and our early 2000s kids. So bear with me. It's uploading right now. And this is for you guys. You guys are, how do you get your movies? Tell me.
Probably illegally.
Okay.
Or I'll watch it on Netflix sometime.
wasn't Fast and the Furious 1 like sort of based on like that?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this in forever.
You wouldn't steal a television. You wouldn't steal. So why would you steal a movie?
I still see that on like old.
Probably because the actors get paid multi-million-dollars for that shit anyway.
Like, I don't know.
They live in a mansion. I live in a fucking apartment. That's why.
Like, I don't know. I saw Jackass recently. Speaking of movies, I saw it in theaters.
Oh,
lots
I'm
of.
just wondering how many times they're going to come out of retirement, beat themselves up for a few bucks, and then go.
Well,
back.
didn't Johnny Knoxville got brain damage from?
He got hit. You know that the cool thing about this movie is if you watch it, there's a lot of throwbacks to like the old movies and the old TV shows. Like they redo stunts. But they're like more extreme.
Like coming up behind each other and just fucking shaving their heads.
Yeah. Well, they actually dedicated this movie to Ryan Dunn. It's kind of really at the end. They do a whole dedication thing.
Ryan Dunn, man.
They do a whole dedication thing to him at the very end of the movie. But they did a throwback to. Remember when Johnny Knoxville got hit head on by a bull in like Jackass 2 or whatever?
Yeah.
They did that again, but Johnny Knoxville got hit so hard he had to go into retirement. He was laying in
I thought they were already retired.
He was laying in the fucking stretcher, and he's like talking shit. Like, is the bull okay? Like, classic Johnny Knoxville. He came back on set with a fucking neck splint and shit. And they're like, so what was the damage? He's like, 3 broken ribs, a dislocated wrist, and a concussion so bad that I got brain damage. He's like, I can't remember anything after the bull hit me.
Dude, that sucks.
Like, he got hit and he was snoring. Like, that's how hard he got hit.
But speaking on the topic of Johnny Knoxville, do you guys in movies? Do you guys remember that movie, The Ringer, that he was in?
Wouldn't work nowadays.
Yeah, no, dude, that's definitely a product of the time, man.
Well,
funny ass movie, but they couldn't get away with making that movie today.
When the fuck we get ice cream? That's a good movie. But no, Johnny Knoxville, though, in this movie, you could tell that like the movie took a couple months to a year to make, because in certain stunts, Johnny Knoxville has black hair, and in other stunts, he has white hair.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't dye my hair for this scene.
And then they were filming him, and they were doing close-ups of like certain things, and Johnny Knoxville's like, "You're not getting a close-up on my bald spot, are you?" And then Jeff Tremaine comes out and fucking with a can of spray paint and spray paints his bald spot. It's a good movie, but
I don't want to see it now.
At 50 years old, most of them are in their 50s. They did a good job, but the way it looks like, they have some new people. They brought in
they did. I saw the trailer when
they brought in new people, and what I'm thinking is going to happen is they might do another Jackass movie and like do a show or whatever, but with a new cast.
Yeah. I mean, did they bring back like everybody that was, still around for the movie? Like, like Chris Pontius and Wee Man and everybody? Or
Chris Pontius is in it, Wee Man's in it, Johnny Knoxville's in it, Steve-O's in it. All the old Bam's not. Bam got fired.
For what?
The dude
he's fucking alcohol and shit.
His drug problems.
He's still
the rule with this Jackass movie. This is the only Jackass movie they've done where all of them were sober, and they drug tested before every filming. Yeah. And Bam Margera just couldn't stay sober long enough to even start filming.
Man, that's sad, man, because I used to like really look up to him whenever I was a kid, dude. I loved Bam Margera. Right.
Well, guys, we got to cut this off because
we're already at an hour and a half.
It's an hour and a half almost, and
it's almost 4:30 in the morning for me, so I need sleep.
Are you going to take a nap before we do the other show?
I got so much things to do on my days off, man.
But we're going to get off of here. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to our shenanigans. Thank you for joining. You can join us backstage. We're going to have a little meeting. Love you guys.
I actually had a good time. I might start trying to hop on here more.
Yeah, do it. I mean, we accept people on here all the time when there's not a guest or when it's not pre-recorded. But I love you guys. Remember, live long, rock hard.
Send invites when we do our pre-recorded.
Yeah, send invites and they show up, and it's just us backstage with nobody.
Yo, Chris Rock, if you're listening to us, which you're not, come on the show.
Yeah, come on our show. Come on my pink sock. Love you guys. Remember, live long, rock hard.